Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Haven't recorded in a hot minute. Sorry, I know the lighting on my camera is kind of ass right now, but it's bright as hell outside. Um, but I basically wanted to make this video because I just wanted to highlight two things. Um, Today was definitely the worst day in my prop firm trading history. And it's kind of crazy to me that this follows my best 2 months. So this is the first time that I've had back-to-back five-figure months trading, and I just wanted to make this video just, share the ups and downs, kind of what I'm feeling right now. I've kind of spent the whole day um, just reminiscing about what happened. I've been kind of replaying the scenario over and over again in my head just to see if I would have done anything different. But yeah, I think um, it was pretty much one thing that caused this whole day to fall apart. But yeah, I'm not, obviously I feel a little sad that I lost the accounts, but I'm not like, it's not, I'll get over it is what I'm kind of trying to say. And I figured I would post this on here just to kind of give you guys, you know, a review that, bad days happen, horrible days will happen. It's kind of what happens when you can't control your emotions while when you're trading. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the trades that I ended up taking today. So if you guys are in my Discord, today you saw that I posted my levels, and I pretty much said that I'm looking to take trades only if we break above 19,350, so this red line right here, and 19,164. So I was like, interesting. Usually when we start the day between two of my levels, especially, and one of them is a major level, we just tend to kind of range, which is exactly what we did. Now, here is the big killer, right? Started off the morning. I'm literally just gonna go over every trade I took today because yeah, I'm in shock. So, what happened? Market opened up 6:30, candle opened up red. Next two candles, boom, closed below. I think I actually did. No, I probably didn't. Yeah. I just waited, watched, candle up, came up. Next one engulfed it immediately. Second one broke that, and I thought, okay, we just, engulfed all these buyers right here with sellers, and then price pushed down. So I'm thinking, boom, we just broke a level 270. That's kind of been uh kind of held up, I think, from previous days. I think right here, maybe. Yeah, like right here, acted as both support and resistance. So I was like, okay, maybe we get a good sell out here. So next candle immediately opened up, and I took my first position on five Trade5 funded accounts right around here. Oh, shooting for, I didn't even need the low. I probably just needed like 30 points. So like halfway into the range, which I thought, should be easy with this kind of momentum. Uh, it was not. If you guys watch my videos, you'll see a lot of my trade recaps that a lot of my trades I take if the following candle opens up with an immediate top wick, which is exactly what it did. It just never reflipped, which was kind of what I was hoping for. And I think I did see some profits too. I think this did hover around for a little bit at kind of at this line. It was kind of like rejecting, but it never flipped. And that was my first sign where I was just like, oh shoot. And I've kind of been doing this thing too where it's like price will just shoot up. I should have just closed. If I was, fast enough to set stop loss, this pretty much wasn't immediately tapped my stop loss, right? It hit, if once it closed back above this candle, should have been out. And based on my entry here, like if I had just closed out after this candle closed at 32.5 points, $600, one mini is recoverable, right? I just take my time, wait for the next setup, and I would have made it back on this dump right here. I don't know what got into me, pretty much as this candle is coming up, I took another short position right here. I took another short position right here, another short position right here, another short position right here, and then it literally just like moved up 2 ticks and I was gone. At that point, I was in so much size, so over leveraged, which is not how I trade, right? It's so crazy to me that I even did this, and it's like it's running through my head over and over. Like, why did I DCA when, before I would have closed right here, waited, rejected at a major level, and then I could have just took shorts down, right? But that's what happened. I had literally just passed 3 advanced 150Ks yesterday, so they were fresh 150K accounts funded, and those pretty much just blew up on this ride up. I had 200K straight to fundeds, both hit the daily loss limit of obviously. Um, and then boom, those were my Tradeify accounts, right? I don't know what in my head told me this was the move, but literally immediately after that, my first instinct was let's go trade evals. We're rejecting off this level right here, and I'm like watching it reject, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's go trade evals, right? What I normally do is I trade all my fundeds first, and then I trade my evals because I like to lock in for my fundeds and then evals. A lot of the trades that I take are a lot more riskier. That's when I tend to DCA, etc., etc. So I hop on. I'm trying out this new prop firm right now. I'm not going to mention it because I don't want to advertise. I'm not going to promote it until I get a payout with them. And what happens? This candle, closes above this line, right? This candle now is hovering, close respecting. Next candle closes below. Next candle breaks further. And now we have a top wick. And as this top wick, I was like, oh, maybe we're breaking out, bull flag breaking out. Now we pull all the way back and I take a short sell right here. I set my stop immediately not to, make the same mistake above the wick high, which was around 22 points. And I had my full TP at the bottom of the range. So what happens, right? Boom. Smack take profit on there. Pretty much past the account. I'm like $40 away from passing the account. Right? One trade. And I was like, sheesh. I hop on to my take profit trader account, and at this point we're kind of like right here. Next I'm like, okay, so now we're rejecting off a major level. If we come down, break below the support line, maybe now this time we get that breakout. We close below, we get, how many points is this? The candle afterwards, 20 points. Candle after that, which is the candle I wanted to enter in, comes down another 20 points. I'm like, okay, wait for this one to top wick, retest the line, and then just clear the range, right? Breakout shorts. This candle opens up, boom. I think I took my short position right as we retapped into the orb, and this is lining up, right? We just broke below the orb. We just broke below a support level, and now we open up a candle instant with a top wick. Kind of the exact same thing that happened right here. Open up. This is where I kind of messed myself. I was like, okay, if I can hit bottom range 30 points, that's a huge base hit, and then never comes all the way back down, right? I think it like flips around here, and I saw maybe like 3 or 4 points in profit, and I was like, okay. Stop loss again should have been like around here 20-ish points. I didn't set it, and I think this happens every single time I don't set a stupid stop loss. Something in my head tells me I can DCA my way out. So what did I do? As we broke at this line, I took another short. Again, I always use mental stops. I don't use physical ones because I just don't like getting wicked out, and I need closures to kind of invalidate my trade, right? So I think I tapped break even right here for like a millisecond, and I was just like hoping like this is the candle. We just closed, broke above, and then we closed back down below. Next candle, of course, opens up, and then I'm like, okay, now we have news coming. I should close out. And I kind of close out pretty much right where this stop here is saying. So 25 and then 11. So 25, 5, about $700-800 down. I'm like, that's not too bad. Right? That I can come back from that. And boom, news candle pumps, and I'm like, whew, thank goodness I got out of that. And then as we pump up, I'm like, okay, maybe now we can see it ride all the way back to the top. Now that we have news momentum, breakout, and then we'll, you know, get her done. This at this point I'm like down 800 in drawdown, and it comes up. I wait. It hits the 9 EMA. I'm like interesting to see how we react here because especially because of this massive wick down. I call this a falling star candle where we make a huge wick push down, but if we close with no bottom wick, I think that's like no more range for movement, right? So next candle, come up. I'm still waiting. I'm getting ready to enter long. Boom, again and again. And now once we break above this line here and we close above with this candle, next candle, bottom wick, I take my first long position. Literally perfect entry. And I think I wrote it like 30 something points. Boom, all the way up here, right? My stop here super tight, about 15 points. Pretty much instantly hit TP. And at this point I was down like 200, right? And I was like, okay, this is good. I wait out the next two candles. This one I just like sitting, I'm sitting. We get another push up and I'm like, okay. I think it looks good to clear the range. There weren't many sellers on the thing. This candle opens down and I take my next long position right here. Boom. Aiming for top of the range, and if that hit, probably would have ended my day with like a $400 base hit on my take profit accounts. These are 5 50K take profit pros, so they're funded and they're about halfway through to the daily payout. Instead, what do? As price is playing, it's kind of going up and down, up and down. I'm like, oh shoot. As it comes down to here, I DCA in another long position right here. And this now, since I have two positions, I just need it to retap the top of the candle right here. But once this candle opened down, I got scared and I closed it, and the candle literally pumped all the way back up, which probably would have probably wouldn't have hit my TP, but I probably would have marketed out. And I'm like, are you serious? All right, so I lost, what was it? How many points is this? Like 30, so 600. And where's my second position right here? 600 and about 200. So 800. Now I'm down 1,000, right? Comes up, I take my third long position. I'm gonna start deleting these because there's just too many. I take another long position right here. As we come down, make the bottom wick, I'm like, okay, we just had a huge momentum to go up. And then price just came down. As it was coming down, I was like, oh shoot. And I pretty much got stopped out at this candle right here when it closed. It closed minus 40 points, 800, right? So I have $200 in drawdown left. I'm like, all right, at this point, like it's cooked. I'm just gonna full port these on Nvidia earnings or whatever. And then next, I'm like, oh wait, but we just broke below the major level that I just had, and I took a short right here. Candle came up top wicked on like 5 micros, and I think if I had just held it all the way down to here, I probably would have DCA'd, or not DCA'd, but got another position in right here for it to clear the range, and gets cooked. But I closed early, so I ended up taking like 10, 15 points on this. And then as this next candle opens up, took another sell, and I got out again at 15 points. So I don't even know how, but I think at this point I'm like 1,500 or whatever. And then we get to the bottom here. I'm telling you, this is a wild fucking day. I take shorts, caught the bottom again. I was like, surely this time we break this level. We did not. As price, I took a short probably somewhere around here. And just let price take me out. I saw this got wicked like 27, but I couldn't close in time, and then once it started pulling back, I was like, oh, okay. And I blew up. Yeah. How this should have played out, in my eyes, was should have waited, shouldn't have taken this trade on my trade. If my first trade should have been this short right here on my Tradeify accounts, stop loss at above at 20 some points, and then I would have probably clapped my 50. I was going for like an $800 day, so I needed like 40 points. Would have tapped that shit so fast. Next, would have been logging on to my take profit accounts. We would have hit here, and then I probably, actually I shouldn't say probably, I know I would have taken another short as we broke through this line, and I could have taken this, but I waited. And I think I waited because I lost the previous trade on my Tradeify, and so I was a little scared. But you know, I have full TPs here, but I would have at $500 I would have been long out, right? And then I should have hopped over to my evaluations. Probably would have tried to short this again, like somewhere right here, like probably right here. And I probably would have lost an eval, but at least it's a freaking eval, right? And then I would have been good on my fundeds. I know trading's hard. It's literally like me versus me. So, yeah, I think right now I have my two straight to funded accounts left. And then I have three my funded futures starter accounts that are pretty much at break even, or they're pretty much fresh accounts, right? And that's it. So I'm gonna take a week off, just let myself process what happened, let myself recover. I had great levels today, and I just executed like an idiot, right? So yeah, I hope you guys traded well today. The first link down in my description box below will be my Discord if you guys want to, join and learn together, I guess. This is a very lonely like profession to want to go through. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Peace.